Second year, Assalamu alaikum. Our today's topic is economic instability. First of all, we will discuss that what does economic instability means. When the income is less and expenditures are more, this is called economic instability. In any country, the income should be more than the expenditures, then it will be a stable economy. But the countries where the situation is reverse, then in those countries there will be worst economic situation. And to satisfy the expenditures, the government will depend on the loans which will be taken from the foreign countries. This picture is going to give us a clear picture that whenever there will be economic inequality, the rich class is going to become richer and the poor is going to become poorer. And the strength of poor class will be more than the rich class because all the sources of economy will be in the hands of the richest people and the poor will have no opportunity to earn money. This situation is also going to give us a clear picture that there are many differences between a rich and a poor person. Not only their living style, but many other differences can be seen. There are many causes of economic imbalance. As Pakistan is one of those countries who is facing economic instability since its independence, so we will discuss the causes. As there are many causes, the first and the most important is Indo-Pak wars. There are three wars which are faced by Pakistan because of India on Kashmir issue. So Pakistan faced economic loss due to these three wars. These three wars were fought on the issue of Kashmir in 1948, 1965, and then in 1971. Whenever there will be war in any country, that country will face economic loss and its economy will go back 10 years. Second is assistance from the international community. To satisfy the needs of the country, Pakistan was not having enough money. So, help was taken from the foreign countries. For the development of the country, 5 years programs was started because we wanted to develop agriculture and industry. For this purpose, we were facing lack of money. There are many reasons of it. As we already discussed that Pakistan was not given its full assets in the shape of finance at the time of independence. So, due to lack of money, Pakistan faced a lot of problems. Next is unstable political process. Right from the birth of Pakistan, we are facing political crisis. On the daily basis, there was a change in the political structure. The prime ministers were changing day by day. So, no prime minister took interest to solve the internal problems and to solve the problems of economic instability. This process created dissatisfaction among the political leaders, and the confidence of people also could not be maintained on the government. There are many other problems which were faced by Pakistan and due to these problems, Pakistan faced economic losses. First one is changes in the policies of political parties. Whenever a new party came into power, it brought a different economic policy. As Bhutto's government brought the policy of nationalization, which took the control of all the economic resources, and the private investment was slowed down because they were not secured. Nawaz Sharif government came with the policy of privatization. So, whenever there will be changes in the economic policies of any country, the local investors and the foreign investors, they will not be safe in those conditions. So, they will not invest their money in this situation. Another problem that was faced by the government of Pakistan, that was of the shortage of water. Indian government stopped the water of Pakistan in 1948. So to overcome this problem, Pakistan made an agreement with the Indian government to give money for that water. But that was not a permanent solution. So the problem which was started in 1948, it was finally resolved with the help of United Nations in 1960 in form of Indus Basin Treaty, through which the water was distributed between Pakistan and India. This water shortage also created the power crisis. Because of power crisis, there was a loss in the industrial development as well. There were economic backwardness in some districts of Pakistan. In those areas, the resources were not given for the development. So, when the basic necessities of the people will not be satisfied, they will move towards the cities. So, those areas which were kept backward, government will try to help those areas for the development. Pakistan also faced a great issue of Kashmir, which created bad relations between India and Pakistan. Due to Kashmir issue, there is a defense issue as well, and the region also faced a threat of peace. Whenever there will be any discussion in the United Nations, it takes no interest to solve this issue because of the attitude of India. In such situations, the foreign investors do not take interest to invest their money. So, Pakistan is facing lack of investment, and due to this, industrial development is not possible. Another issue which is faced by Pakistan is Afghan crisis. When Russian government attacked on Afghanistan, more than 35 lakh refugees they migrated to Pakistan. This created negative effects on the economy of Pakistan. Along with this, smuggling and drugs, these are also going to create problems for Pakistan. Whenever any country will face economic losses, it will be helped by the foreign loans, but this will be again a big problem for the country. Next is the rapid population growth. Whenever there will be increase in population, in that case the resources will be scarce. There will be lack of resources, and to satisfy the demand of increased population will not be possible for the government. Pakistan is an agriculture country, but due to increased population, it could not satisfy the food demand. That's why we are backward in agriculture. Our farmers are poor and they do not use modern equipment and modern techniques to develop their agriculture. So, the production from agriculture is not increasing. Misuse of resources. The resources which are present in Pakistan, they are misused by the people and not properly used by the government even. As oil, gas, electricity and water, these are not properly used. These are the reserves from where we should take the benefit. But unluckily, Pakistan is not going to use it properly. Tourism is another field from where we can get the reserves, from where we can get the foreign exchange. There are many beautiful places in Pakistan where the tourists are attracted to come. Not only the local tourist, but the foreign tourist also motivated to come and visit those places. So the government of Pakistan should try to give opportunities to the tourist to come and visit Pakistan. This will create good relations between the countries and the image of Pakistan will be improved. Defense budget. This is another problem which is faced by the Pakistan right from its birth, that for the defense we have to spend a lot of money. 80% of budget is used for defense and rest 20% is used for other developmental projects. So less amount is used for other departments and 80% is going to be used by the defense sector. This imbalance is going to create further problems for Pakistan development. To solve all these issues, steps are taken by the government. Government is going to develop the less developed areas of Pakistan. It is going to give them job opportunities and other facilities of life. So the pressure of population on the cities will not be increased further. Another process that is going on, that is the planning for the construction of new dams. The government is going to construct new dams. This will solve not only the problem of the lack of water and agriculture will be improved, it will also solve the power shortage. The electricity crisis will also be solved with the help of the construction of new dams. If all these problems will be solved by the government, that Pakistan will not face further economic instability. Thank you.